go ahead and call the meeting to order on this February 1st, 2020 Shelby County Supervisors. Any conflicts of interest on the agenda today, guys?
I don't have an agenda.
Okay.
Sorry.
My bad.
I didn't have any
Thank
time.
you.
Busy talking.
There you go. Here. With that, do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion.
Motion by Charlie,
Second.
second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Approve the minutes of January 18th. Any corrections or changes, Mark?
No, sir.
Any questions, guys?
None.
Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Darren, second by Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Had a chance to look over the claims for January 28th.
Yep.
Any questions on that? See the beaver bounties are still coming in?
Mm-hmm.
Motion to approve.
Sure they
Okay. Motion
will
by
run out of
Charlie,
that too. Second.
second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda, wage publication for the calendar year 2021. Of course, it's something we do every year, just get it in the paper, published. Is there any corrections to it or anything, Mark?
No. Nope.
Okay, everybody had a chance to look it over?
Yep.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the wage publication for calendar year 2021?
Motion.
Motion by Darren, second by Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Next, approval to discuss comp board recommendation. I guess I'll start that with Rod being here last meeting, kind of went over everything. Then I went through the minutes. And here's what I come up with. I know you were at the meeting representing us because you were chairman at the time, and Mark, but the comp board, we asked them to look at phasing in the sheriff's salary from 28%. They came back with a recommendation of 16% increase, phased in over a couple years. All other elected officials, they recommended a 5% increase. Longevity stayed the same steps and everything, and they approved that for all elected officials except for part-time elected officials. And the part-time is the attorney, county attorney, and the supervisors. And they also increased the supervisor chairman stipend from $500 a year to $750. Did I miss anything?
That's the only stipend that changed.
That's all I have that I found in the minutes.
Right.
Okay.
It is in resolution form, 2022-13.
Okay. Darren, I guess I'll start with you. You were at the meeting. Do you have any comments? How you want to move forward? Before he goes, I just want to say I want to thank the comp board for re-looking at that. They didn't have to do that, so I appreciate them re-looking at that and bringing a recommendation back to us.
I think I would agree fully with their recommendation. I don't think we need to really adjust it at all, based on what other counties I see that they're doing. I mean, they're ranging, some of them are lower, like 3 or 3.5, but most of them are at least there. So I would stand behind what they recommend.
Okay. The only thing I would like to see myself is I would like to see us lower the supervisor 1% down to 4%.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with
I'll
that.
agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that
did you have
wasn't
anything else?
specifically
I'm
discussed.
with Darren. I think they made good suggestions.
Mhm.
Okay. So then we would move forward with the sheriff's salary increase of 16, all the other elected officials at 5, except for the supervisors would go down to 4. Longevity stays the same, and the $250 increase with the chairman's stipend. Correct?
Mhm.
Do I have a motion on that?
Motion.
Motion by Charlie, second by Darren. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
I think we need to talk about Tony's longevity somewhere along the line.
Okay, I wasn't at that.
About
What?
But that's not a supervisor thing, is it?
That's what I'm wondering, if it's supervisor or his board.
Must be his board. 'Cause his board hires him, his board sets the salary. It's not a supervisor. We're just one vote. of the three.
I told him we'd discuss that.
Okay, we have another meeting.
Apparently, he has never received longevity in the past,
No.
but he did last year
He
or
should.
something.
He wasn't, yeah, but he wasn't, payroll wasn't informed that he wasn't supposed to do it. And so he did receive it. And so that's a thing that Tony in the assessor's office will have to wrestle
Okay.
with. He didn't go over budget. But with
He should get it
longevity,
though, he's a county employee,
I
unless the
agree.
board says no.
I agree, you should get it.
I'm saying as elected officials.
yeah.
But again, I
Maybe he
really
just needs to
feel,
amend his budget.
I feel that's a decision of that board.
It was discussed at his board's meeting, and I think, what did we end up with, Charlie? We're gonna leave it in, or are we gonna adjust his salary to include it?
Well, that's up to the whole board, but I don't think there was any further discussion on that, was there?
Well, it's something we need to clean up then
Yeah.
at the next meeting then. Would you agree, Marcus?
Yeah.
That's where it needs to take place,
Yep.
because we don't have a say really in
Right,
that. We
no,
have one
his,
vote.
his board makes all those decisions.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it was on the agenda as a action item anyway, so that's probably why we didn't vote on it. but-
So he brought it up, he caught
Yes,
that?
Yeah.
He's the one who got it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on to resolution 2022-11, appoint new sheriff deputy. Neil, you wanna take the seat, or are you good there?
I can just, real quick, it's with that ARPA position that we created.
Yep.
So technically, I just need an approval to go ahead and add him to as a civil deputy and a service member of the sheriff's office. So he'll be working in the schools majority
And
of
who will
the time.
that be?
That'll be RJ Bielenberg was hired.
Starting,
He has started for us, he started January 11th.
okay.
He was sick the first week, so he worked the whole next week to make up some hours, but he's doing great. He's got his school resource officer training, online training coming up here next 2 weeks, and you'll start seeing him in the schools.
Can you tell him he couldn't be sick on the first week?
I should have told him that. I should have told
Yeah,
him
this
that.
year you never know.
Yeah, you don't. But he was sick a few days and he got back at it right away, so he's already been doing great for us. We got him.
Got an office in the school right by the
He will.
counselors? or
He'll have
what?
an office in Elkhorn and Harlan school districts. He'll float around, between Catholic schools, Harlan schools, Elkhorn schools, and
That's gonna be
everybody's
awesome.
excited to have him on.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yep.
Can you make the motion?
Curious, how's the startup going? Have many hiccups or?
There were some hiccups out of the gate, but
Yeah,
we
well-
expected hiccups. We're ironing those out and learning as we go. So everything's going pretty smooth right now.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Not much else to add to that. I just need approval to put them on there.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the new deputy RJ Bielenberg? Motion by Charlie,
second.
second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Resolution 2022-12, resolution adopting and approving tax compliance procedures relating to our tax exempt bonds. So are we getting close to this being one of the last things we have to do
I've
for our
never
bonds?
asked, they just keep coming. I've never asked. It just amazes me. They go, okay, proceedings for the next meeting, proceedings for the next meeting.
Okay.
We're gonna have them paid for by the time we're done getting all the resolutions done.
Mark, you want to read the resolution, please?
Okay, resolution adopting and approving tax compliance procedures relating to tax exempt bonds. Resolution, whereas pursuant to the laws of the state of Iowa and section 103 of the Internal Revenue Code, Shelby County, Iowa, acting by and through the authority of its Board of Supervisors, has issued and likely will issue in the future tax exempt municipal bonds, notes, or other obligations. And whereas the county deems it necessary and desirable to adopt certain procedures and practices to be followed by the county in connection with the issuance of tax exempt bonds. Whereas proposed new tax compliance procedures are attached hereto as Exhibit A. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Supervisors of Shelby County, Iowa as follows. The compliance procedures attached hereto as Exhibit A are hereby adopted and shall be dated as of the date hereof. The county auditor is hereby authorized and directed to periodically update the compliance procedures in accordance with Internal Revenue Code and supporting Internal Revenue Service rulings and regulations with advice from bond counsel. All resolutions or part of resolutions in conflict herewith are hereby repealed to the extent of such conflict.
Okay, any questions?
Yeah, I want him to explain that.
Do you want Exhibit A?
No, I don't.
Actually, I see, we made some of the payments already, Motorola got their down payment, start going, how's that, things going there?
Things have been going well as far as I can tell. They reached out to them last week. They asked when they were going to receive the first payment. I told them about the checks getting cut on the 28th, and they said that was fine.
Okay.
I haven't heard about any delivery dates or anything like that.
Okay, I was
But
just gonna ask you about that.
yeah, they're still anticipating about 6 months. So
Okay.
that'll actually probably be good because it'll give us some time to meet with the fire departments and,
Okay.
and go over some stuff with them.
Then that kind of takes me to my next question. Neil, repeater.
Just wrote it down, I was gonna tell you about it. They just got shipped. They are delivered to Motorola at this point in time. We're setting up a install
Okay.
date.
Okay.
They
So
finally-
what do you-
They finally got shipped out.
What are you thinking there? A week?
This month.
Okay.
We'll have them in this month.
Who installs it?
Motorola.
They
Well,
come here?
at First Wireless will do it. They'll come here. I need to do updates and programming on all my radios anyway, so if they're coming out to touch them with repeaters, I'm gonna have them do all the vehicles, do
Okay.
updates to them.
And you're doing 2 years on
Two.
Cody's?
No, I changed that. I'm gonna put them on the mid cars. So they get some night work and some daytime.
Oh, okay.
Then everybody can associate with that repeater and we can see how it works.
Okay.
So, yep.
Okay.
But that'll happen this month.
Gotcha. Motion to approve the tax compliance procedure for bonds.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by
Second.
Charlie, second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Okay, now we're gonna go into recess until Mike Galloway shows up, and we're supposed to start union negotiations around 9:30. And so Mike's comes up, we're gonna be in open session when Mike gets here, because we'll have initial proposals. And then the unions, everybody usually asks to go in closed session, and that's when we'll go in closed session, okay?
The Iowa Utilities Board, we got confirmation they received the letter.
Yeah, I seen that, I seen her on their
So
docket.
you guys know,
Yep.
and I guess that's all I've got.
That's pretty cool. You can go on there and see every letter
Yep.
and
A lot of them.
statement that was made, yeah.
A lot of them.
Did you guys approve the resolution?
Yes, we just
Yes.
approved it.
Yep.
So, anybody else have anything? Well, we have a little downtime here. For one meeting, we could have had a few more things,
Yeah.
but we made
It's
sure,
all right.
so. Yep, so if everyone takes a recess, there'll be no other business.